A recent report estimates as many as 1 in 20 students in Madison's public schools has mental health problems that affect his or her ability to learn.
It is more common than you can imagine, yet it is still so hard to talk about mental health, what to do about it, and how to treat it. Parents of mentally ill children in crisis often feel that they have no place to go. But in Madison, there is Meritor's Child and Adolescent Psychiatric Hospital. It is the only facility of its kind in South Central Wisconsin where patients can stay until they get better in a peaceful, healing environment. A small sign on Raymond Road is all you can see of the entrance. At the top of a long tree-lined driveway is a serene building nestled on 60 acres. It is not what you expect when you think of a mental health facility.
And this is a beautiful place. It's on beautiful land. There's deer and turkeys outside. There's playgrounds. I mean, it's a beautiful place where kids can come and truly focus on themselves and getting better.
Dr. Katie Schmidt is the medical director at the hospital, which treats kids between the ages of 6 to 18 suffering from mental illness.
It's very different than a medical hospital where kids would be in their bedroom all day being monitored. We have a milieu, so kids are out doing different groups, therapy groups, and we have gym and we have school because they're kids and they need to continue their regular schedule. So it's very different than a medical unit.
The hospital opened in 2004 with cutting-edge therapeutic treatments.
We believe a lot that therapy is in the environment. So we have a beautiful playground outside. We're working on developing healing gardens. We have a group therapy room. We have a sensory room where there's aromatherapy and music. There's no shackles on the walls, you know. Some kids come in, they're like, well, I saw this movie, and where are the shackles? There aren't any.
The hospital has 20 private rooms, each with a bathroom, 8 for children and 12 for adolescents. They are the only 20 beds serving 8 counties.
Just to give you some reference, I think we're going to treat about 800 patients this year, and about 9 months out of the year we have a wait list. So we have a hard time meeting the demands of the community.
Illness is illness. We don't need to define it as mental illness. It's an illness, and it's treatable.
For Kate Vanderblumen of Wanakee, the hospital is where she finally found answers about her son, Jake.
He was 9 months old, and I started going to our pediatrician wondering if he was autistic, and that led us on a journey of a number of different therapists, neuropsychologists, psychiatrists, medication trials. Nothing seemed to work.
How bad did things get?
It was bad. His behavior was erratic at best. He was violent, inconsolable.
Jake was hospitalized for the first time when he was 7.
And that was gut-wrenching. You know, how do you take your 7-year-old child who has been, you know, the love of your life, your little sunshine, and you walk into a hospital, which at that time was the old Meritor downtown. I describe it as cuckoo's nest for children. And I remember the charge nurse saying something like, now, is this his first hospitalization? And I thought, are you kidding? Like, this is the first and only, right? We don't do this again. Well, we did it 9 times over the course of 6 years.
Jake went to the current hospital when he turned 13.
And some of the changes that have gone on are phenomenal. A psychiatrist will call you every single day to give you a report on your child. And it's very much family-centered. They include the whole family in the treatment program.
But finding that support outside of the hospital has been harder to come by.
If my son had had cancer and had been in the hospital 9 times for chemotherapy, surgeries, other kinds of treatments, we would have been inundated with casseroles, blueberry muffins, you know, well wishes, flowers. You don't get that when your child's in a psychiatric hospital, and why shouldn't you?
Good question. It's powerful food for thought. I'm happy to be able to tell you that Jake graduated from high school. He is working full-time. He's in a relationship with a girlfriend, and he is living a happy life. The hospital is a true community asset and one of the best examples of collaborative health care in Madison because doctors from both UW Health and Dean work there.